You've been told that artificial sweeteners will kill you. Cancer, destroyed gut, metabolic damage. Meanwhile, you're drinking regular Coke with 39 grams of sugar, wondering why you can't lose weight. I drink diet everything. Diet Coke, sugar-free foods, artificial sweeteners in my coffee, and people tell me I'm poisoning myself. You're just going to get cancer. Your gut is going to be destroyed. Just eat real sugar. After years of reviewing all of the studies, I can tell you with 100% certainty that artificial sweetener fear-mongering is based on garbage science from the 70s, and it's been debunked a number of times. So today, I'm going to break down what artificial sweeteners actually do to your body, why people are terrified of them, and whether you should use them or avoid them. If you're confused about whether that Diet Coke is helping or hurting, if you're scared of aspartame, or wondering if you're destroying your gut, then this will clear everything up for you. I'm going to cover the cancer myth, the microbiome concerns, and what happens to your palate, and give you practical advice based on actual science, not what you see on Instagram. So let's start with the biggest lie that refuses to die, the cancer myth that started it all. The cancer myth comes from rat studies in the 70s. Again, rats, not humans, rats. Here's what they did. They force-fed rats the equivalent of 36 cans of Diet Coke per day for their entire lives. The rats got bladder cancer, so the headlines exploded. Aspartame causes cancer. But here's what they didn't tell you. The mechanism that caused cancer in rats doesn't even exist in humans. We do not have the same biology. It's like saying water is toxic because you could potentially drown in it. And since then, over 100 human studies have found zero link between artificial sweeteners and cancer. None. Nada. You're more likely to get cancer from the sun hitting your face, walking to your car, than what you're going to get from a Diet Coke. So think about it like believing the earth is flat because one guy said so 50 years ago, despite satellites proving otherwise. That's what you're doing when you fear sweeteners causing cancer. The research is clear. Artificial sweeteners do not cause cancer in humans. But what about your gut health? Artificial sweeteners destroy your gut, as suggested by every wellness influencer. But what does the science actually say? There is some early research on artificial sweeteners and gut bacteria. Animal studies show some changes to microbiome. But again, keyword, animal studies. We do not have definitive human research yet. We're watching, we're studying, but we don't have any proof of harm. It's like saying smartphones might affect our brains. Maybe. We're studying it, but we're not throwing away our phones based on maybes, are we? Here's what we do know. If sweeteners cause you digestive issues, just stop using them. If they don't, you're fine. Your body will tell you if something's wrong, like bloating, gas, some discomfort. Those are signals. No symptoms, no problem. Think of your gut like a garden. If you plant something and the garden thrives, then keep planting, and if it starts dying, then either try different seeds or just don't plant. Your body is the garden. It knows what works. So let's talk about what sweeteners actually do to your brain. Here's something nobody talks about. Artificial sweeteners train your palate to crave extreme sweetness. When everything you eat is super sweet, even if it's 0 calories, regular food starts tasting bland. Strawberries aren't sweet enough. You need sweetener on everything. And I'm pretty much guilty of this. I put sweeteners on my berries. So my palate is trained for that intensity. But is that going to kill me? No. Is it ideal? Also no. And if you're sick of all this crap and you want to use sweeteners strategically for fat loss, in the email description there's a free 21-day email series where you'll learn exactly how to calculate your calories, whether sweeteners hurt or help or hurt, and build sustainable habits. It's completely free. One practical tip per day. The solution isn't all or nothing. It's conscious choice. If sweeteners help you avoid 500 calorie desserts, then it makes sense to use them. If you want to appreciate natural flavors, slowly reduce them. You can think of it like training wheels on a bike. Some people need them longer. Some people can take them off quickly, and neither one is wrong. It's about what gets you riding. And for me, I'd rather have a Diet Coke than a regular Coke. Sugar-free foods over the ones with sugar in, and that will keep me leaner. That's my choice. But what about kids? Should I give my overweight teenager Diet Coke instead of regular? And this question divides everybody. Dietitians say no sweeteners for kids. We don't have enough research. It's precautionary. But here's the reality. If you've got a child that's 14 years old and is 50 pounds overweight and drinking 3 3 regular Cokes per day, that's going to be almost 500 calories of pure sugar. And what's worse, the proven obesity or the theoretical sweetener risk. There's no perfect answer, but here's my take. Reducing sugar matters more than avoiding sweeteners. If Diet Coke helps a child avoid 500 calories of sugar daily, then it's probably going to be worth it. But the real solution, teach them about whole foods like cooking, balanced eating, pop, diet or not, and think of it like teaching money management. You don't give them unlimited credit cards or make them live in poverty. You teach them balance, choices and consequences. And it's the same with food, not good versus bad, but sometimes versus always foods. Here's the truth. Artificial sweeteners aren't poison. They're tools. They don't cause cancer, they might affect your gut, and they definitely train your palate for sweetness. You use them strategically. If they help you lose weight, then great. If they cause you problems, then not great. If you want to reduce them, do it gradually. Stop obsessing and make a choice and move on.